Hi, everyone, and welcome to the November 19th regular school board meeting. Thank you for attending.
Yes.
And I guess we're on our own for pledging again?
We are.
Well, you have such faith in us, Superintendent Ray.
I mean, I'm pretty confident.
Good try.
Do it.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God, you were supposed to introduce me before I started.
All right, any changes to the agenda?
Yes, please. Can we add a personnel update? It'll be fast, wherever.
Do you want to just have it as part of your superintendent report?
Absolutely. It's a great idea.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approval of the minutes. I just need one correction. It says that I voted in favor of the October 15th minutes, but I did not. I abstained because I wasn't at that meeting.
That is correct. I actually saw somewhere in there where it said rational instead of rationale. So I will also edit that.
And then there's like
Adding-
Oyster River says Oyster Rive instead of just missing an R.
Okay.
It's just like small things. So I make a motion to approve the minutes from October 29th as amended.
Good.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we're up to our first public comment. Folks in person in public, anything? No? All right.
You do?
Person online, any interest in speaking publicly, raise your hand. There will be another opportunity later in the meeting. All right, moving on. We do not have a select board member here for that. We can move that to later if he arrives. So we're up to potential dates for our joint board meeting with the Oyster River School District.
Just figured we would gather up some common times that you are available so I can propose it to their group.
Are we thinking January?
Yes, we typically go late. Yes, yes. Well, yes, we typically go later.
All right.
We don't have the holiday weeks get away fast, so.
It's such a short window between, I'm already panicking. All right. Is there a specific day of the week we're trying to aim for?
Their board meetings are Wednesdays, so we should probably avoid that or do it on the off weeks, but I'd have to look that up.
Okay.
I'm just pulling out my schedule. I can't find my phone. I'm gonna miss today.
And sorry for all the questions.
okay.
Is this one we're hosting or we're going there? 'Cause
We've
they came-
alternated,
Right,
but they
so
came here last time.
Yep.
Well, we're their best customer.
I will check to see if they would like to host us.
Dave, you have any pull over there? No.
Their meetings are the second.
I don't ask me.
Are we supposed to pick a, do we need to pick a date? Like a range
They
of
are
dates today?
meeting.
They are meeting on the 2nd, the 15th, and the 22nd. Oh, they have penciled in January 22nd, potential joint board meeting with Barrington.
Well then.
Perfect.
The 22nd?
Well then, at the Morse Recital Hall at the middle school, would you all be available to attend?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't see why
Out
not.
there in the open, sure.
All right,
They have potential. It wasn't. You know,
I know.
all right.
Tell
There
us
you
what
go.
happened.
Surprise, surprise.
I'm playing the piano while I'm there. What time they have it at 6?
7. They start at 7.
Well, maybe our part will be at 6,
I can make that.
and then
Yeah,
they
that
can
would
do
be-
their regular board meeting
I
after
don't want to have
maybe?
to wait. Yeah.
Sure.
I would prefer 6 than 7.
Same.
I'm a pumpkin.
So would I. So that's
You
at least
bet.
3 of us.
Okay, so we're up to your report, Tana.
Excellent. So, under hiring and personnel, I will offer up, we did not make copies, but we know that we have a prior to December 1 retirement request deadline, and given that our next meeting isn't until the 3rd, we do have a letter of retirement from Denise Henderson, who's been a long time wonderful paraprofessional for us. So that is in addition to hiring personnel, and we did have a resignation at the middle school and are still seeking a speech and language assistant, but we won't hold our breaths on that one.
Isn't everyone seeking a speech and language assistant?
And speech and language pathologists, et cetera, yes. Financial update, we did do a financial report at the last board meeting, bottom line of 243, 273, perfectly comfortable there. We do have some moving targets that might impact that, but at this point, we are still comfortable at that number. And also approved the elevator and the generator. So we didn't add that onto that list, but we will start that running record of things that we are hoping to take out of the bottom line versus capital reserve accounts. We have made some additional adjustments to the budget proposed in comparison to the default, and now that we know health insurance rate increases, actually a little wiggle room since this report was written, and we're actually within 1.25% at this point. And Vicki and I went back through to look at those more significant changes so that you can see where that difference in the $370,000 is, which is what it amounts to, the difference between default and proposed at this point. Policy committee updates. Policy committee is getting together this week, so we are going to look at the transportation policies among a couple others. Wellness committee meeting just happened, so I will get an update for you all at the next report. Great news with high school contracts. I have Oyster Rivers in my hand, so given that we had some larger discussions tonight, I just got it, so I didn't bring it forward this evening, but we'll do it in December, so that is pretty comfortably ahead of needing to write warrants. And Dover, I expect any day now. So I will have those forward for your review, hopefully both on the 3rd. I considered, given that it's the night for ABC questions, moving it to the 17th, but I felt like that's a little too close to the hearing for my comfort, so I think we should do them on the 3rd. Let's see. Town collaboration, I just met with Connor. The health trust and the school care numbers, we're not comparing apples to apples, so we have to go back and make another request there. So we're looking at the same information within the same year. And Connor had shared his thoughts on the illustrative proposals that we have thus far, and it does not look like, but again, we don't have the final numbers, that there will be as significant of a benefit to doing them together as we had thought. But we'll wait and see when we get the other report. And then lastly, I had the opportunity to be in Mr. Durrell's class last week as he makes those adjustments to do civics, teaching directly in social studies, and it was just a really fun experience to watch the kids get in spirited debates, especially when they didn't get to choose their topic and or their position on the matter.
Oh, wow.
So it was fun to watch that happen and to see the learning that goes into having to defend a position, whether you agree with it or not. So that was great. That is what I have for you this evening.
Any questions for Deanna? Okay, on to budget review.
So you have a new proposed and a new default, and you have a list of items on top of the proposed to detail out to the best of our ability to paint a picture without going absolutely line by line in the budget where that difference comes from, where the 370 comes from between the two. So I guess just since we reviewed all the lines, open for questions, comments, concerns, proposed potential adjustments, et cetera.
I just want to see what the other board members think. I know it's little money, but I just can't wrap my head around the public paying for kids to go to camp, especially when it's a very reasonable price camp like that. Talking to people whose kids go to camp, they're $400 and $500, and ours is only $100. And I get that parents have to make choices, but I don't feel like the taxpayers should be subsidizing those choices.
And that's why I added the total there, like, because part of that money, it does come forward in the default because it was in there last year. But if we wanted to just say, hey, we have this STEM camp opportunity and just have it be there and see where the numbers lie, then that would be a $8,000 decrease total.
I agree.
We have the school board discretionary fund, right? If somebody wanted to apply for
It's a financial
financial.
hardship, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's something in there like that for folks who can't afford it, then, I mean, I agree.
I agree with that too, as long as there's an opportunity if somebody should go to camp and can't afford to,
have
we
it.
at least have an ability to help them out. So is the idea that we remove it completely out of there? 28,000 bucks?
Yes.
And that would get removed from the default budget as well?
So, yes, so 13, right, so the 28,000 total would come out of the proposed, what's in the default is 15.
All right, so 15 would come
Yep,
out,
so then
yes.
we would adjust each accordingly.
Yep.
Did you find out about the water fee test, the water testing fees?
Yep. There's
Information, is it, where is it?
So if you look under facilities, the 116,000
Oh, it was edited within the
increases
doc.
there.
Got it. Oh, yep, sorry.
Where's the
I see
water?
that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, where's the water?
I see that it's in this page in the packet, water testing decrease,
Yes.
$14,416. But was there just because I'm curious, was it just like a carried
There
over?
was a difference between take the lead out New Hampshire state mandate and how we did it. You have so we were having it all done out along the way, actually with, some particular facilities experts in the rooms. Discussion and suggestion last year, we looked
Right.
at how you can actually do the samples yourself and send them in, and a
Gotcha. I
considerable
remember.
cost savings.
Okay, perfect,
So,
thank you. Good, great
Where did that
catch.
come out of? I should have had that on my list.
That's 2620?
Yeah, but it's in, you have it written down
20,
in the very bottom.
60, 61,
I
60.
put it down as an example, but where's the amount in my
It's-
list, or did I not?
It's in this one that's in the packet.
14,416.
I just didn't do it as part of my, what shows you the difference between default and proposed, and
right.
that is a significant number. I should have
Yeah.
also had on that front page.
It was a great catch, I'm glad that we caught that.
So the 427 would actually go up, right? 14 came out?
I think these all numbers were still,
Still within that?
Yes.
Okay.
So you think the water testing is part of the bigger 116,000 facilities? Okay.
Yep. Look at
And what
again.
comprises cutting $60,000 out of cleaning?
So that's not a cut. So this is showing the increase, the $370,000 increase to show you how you get back down to the default. So you're backing those things out. So these are actually things that are in the proposed budget, what big picture, what makes up that additional 1.25%. So probably I shouldn't have minus signs there, but do you see what my thinking? Like I was just showing you how we get from the 369,997 difference between the proposed and default, and then what makes up that number.
And the cleaning services because of changing companies?
Correct.
Yes.
So the reason you're,
So what you're saying is that why we're above default is because we're spending actually $9,000 more in tree services.
Correct.
$36,000 more in repairs and maintenance, $11,000 in facilities.
exactly.
So why is cleaning services going up then, $60,000?
It is going up 60,000.
I know, but why? That's what I'm asking.
So if you remember a few meetings ago, Joe had shared some of the cleanliness, the level of expectation cleanliness of the buildings, as well as some challenges we've had with some of the contract service staff members. So we had looked at several different cleaning companies in the past, and sometimes you have to pay a little more for better service. So the level of cleanliness that we expect at our buildings is, that is the company that came in.
But that extra 60 should not be included in the default budget.
It's not,
It's
that's what
not.
this is showing.
Perfect, thank you.
So if we maintained our current company, the number would be lower, but not zero, because obviously you're gonna have increases from this year to next. But we have had ongoing struggles.
Which is unfortunate, I think, because when they first came on board, we
They were
were hearing
raving about it.
great things about it, and that it
The
was,
staff changes frequently. We don't have the same people all the time.
I think that company that Joe was talking about is the same company that I think he helped the town line up to do a deep clean at the public safety building and other buildings. And I was amazed. They were there all day long and they did a fantastic job. Made it a little tough for us to work, but it was worth it at the end of the day because they did a great job.
They come with very solid, positive recommendations.
any other questions, comments about the budget?
And of course, the transportation number is our best guess at an increase. So we're just working on getting that out. I think it's a reasonable guess, though.
All right, then, hearing none, I see Dan has arrived. We can circle back. Select board update?
Thank you. Sorry, I'm also liaison to the school, or to the library, and they meet at 5:30 on Tuesday, so I apologize. Two things that I think are of interest. One, to remind you, everyone, that the combined school board, our collaborative committee, school board, select board meeting is on the 11th of December, I think 1 o'clock. Wish it wasn't, but that's okay. Wish it was a different hour, but that's a separate issue. Of great importance, I think, is that we decided last night that the third item on the kids' ballot this year is going to be naming a street. And this was a proposition that, I forget his name, I apologize, the 8th grade social studies teacher got
Mr.
with
Durrell?
Connor, and they've agreed to do a civic project with the kids. So there's a new street that needs a name.
Where is the street?
It's the one, it's right across the street from your place. It's the one that goes up by the post office. It's that dirt road that goes
Oh.
alongside Caleb.
Suspension Way is not a choice.
Needs a name. So thank you, 8th grade teachers.
Are they putting guardrails on this? Are they, the kids writing whatever they want?
No, there will be guardrails.
Okay.
Actually, you have to because
It's a vote.
there's an E911 list of approved names. So it'll be an approved name that the way I understand it is the 8th grade social studies are going to come up with some suggestions. They're going to vet those. If they're okay, then they'll be on the ballot. There'll probably be 4 or 5 names on the ballot. In addition to the as usual, the dog tag color and the voter sticker will be on the election. I actually quizzed a couple of people, said the only reason they came to vote is because their kids insisted on coming to vote, so thank you, school.
That is one of the best things you guys have done. I love that.
Okay. Thank you.
I think naming a road is dangerous.
I'm having a hard time with that.
All
That could be
right,
interesting.
so we're up to policies.
I bet you do.
Show you right after the meeting.
Okay.
All right, so policies for second read. Anybody have any questions, comments about the Title I, Family and Community, and Emergency Care and First Aid?
All right, I make a motion to approve for second read KB, EB, and EBC-JLCE.
I second that.
Okay, any comments? All those in favor? Aye.
Just for policy, can we make sure that we're discussing the purchasing policy again?
It's on the list, yes.
Honesty, integrity policy from IT committee, and then wellness committee asked to look at the wellness policy.
Always honesty, integrity with you.
We don't have one.
We don't have one.
We're-
Not that means,
Policy or integrity?
All right,
Getting along just
moving on, I
fine
just wanted to
without
get it
honesty
off
and
my,
integrity.
off my brain.
all right.
Moving forward.
Okay, so we're up to our second opportunity for public comment. Anyone in the public? Person? Okay, we have now 2 people online. Would either of you like to speak? Raise your hand. No. Alrighty then.
Yes, for erosion?
All right, so.
I make a motion to enter non-public citing reason RSA 91-A:3, 2C.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, we have to do that, sorry, we have to do
Roll
that
call.
by roll call.
Jason Baker, aye.
Svensson, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Neil, aye.
Walker, aye.
Sully, aye.
Okay, motion, all right, we're all set. Thank you all.